You have a wand? I have a pen.
We are going live. We are going live. We are live. Do, do, do.
I have a pen.
And my phone torch is on. I just did Lumos. Let me see if it's live. We've been having a lot of technical difficulties with YouTube today.
YouTube has not been our friend.
A lot of technical difficulties. Let's have a look, see if it's actually live. Yeah, we're live. No one's here. There's 14 people watching. Oh, okay. Hi everybody. Hi Nymphador Tonks. Hi Kajza King.
Hi Sandra Olsen. Hi Montana Constanzo.
Oh my gosh, everyone's like here. Cool. Oh my gosh. Hi everybody. Well, this thing just happened.
Yeah.
This film just happened. We finally put it out. We put Sisters of House Black out.
I can't believe it's.
Hello everyone.
I can't believe it's actually out. It's
out.
It's done.
You can watch it.
Yeah.
Everyone can watch it. I would just like to say thank you so much to everyone who came to the live premiere and also hung around despite YouTube's technical difficulties.
Oh my god.
I'd just like to say thank you so much for your support and hyping that up. I really do appreciate it, and I really hope you enjoyed the film. This live stream is going to be a quick Q&A, just around a 30-minute Q&A about the film. It is gonna be a little bit spoilery. Spoiler warning. Spoilers. If you haven't seen the film, this might not be a good idea. I would suggest going to watch the film, which I put a link to in the description, and then coming back to this live stream and listening to our questions afterwards, or else you will get spoiled.
Just to clarify, that tattoo on her wrist, she doesn't actually have a Death Eater mark tattoo.
Oh no, this is I cosplayed as Bellatrix for MCM Comic Con because we had a panel, and this is like, it was a super cheap tattoo, like a transfer tattoo, but it does not come off. This is like 3 days worth of scrubbing. You can see it's kind of coming off, but it just does not come off. So I'm now a Death Eater for at least a week. So,
I really hope you do a fan film playing Hermione.
Playing Hermione. Kelsey, who do you ship Bellatrix with? I actually,
herself.
Yeah, I don't like Rodolphus or Voldemort for her, either of them. To be honest, personally, in my opinion, I'm not talking as Bellatrix now, just personally my opinion. Bellatrix would probably say Voldemort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Kelsey is nothing like
Bellatrix.
Bellatrix.
Hi, Magic Gabbar, hello. The subtitles, they are now in English. If you press the CC button on the film, it has English subtitles, and we have opened up for submissions for all other languages as well. Unfortunately, everyone on our team only speaks English, so we are
Bonjour.
Buongiorno. Yes.
Bellatrix and Ted Tonks. Yeah, they were getting pretty close in one of the scenes. I mean, she was getting there, sticking the wand in his throat, you know.
So. Who was your favorite character in the film? My favorite character was Aunt Wahlberger.
Eileen is such a great job with that.
She was the woman in the wedding scene with Sirius, and she is Sirius's mother. And you see her screaming in the portraits in Order of the Phoenix in the books at Sirius's house. And Eileen just did such an amazing job playing Aunt Wahlberger. She was so funny. It was like such a comedic relief from like such a serious kind of film. So
excuse me, sorry. It's midnight here,
is that a Ron Weasley sweater? It is indeed.
It is.
I'm actually a Weasley at heart. Everyone is like, I'm not actually Bellatrix, I'm actually a Weasley at heart.
Yeah.
And I have Ted Tonks' wand that we use in the film right here, right now. I
have the camera that we used in the film.
I like this wand. It is cool. What's your favourite Harry Potter ship? My favourite Harry Potter ship is Harry and Luna.
Yeah.
Harry and Luna is a good Harry Potter ship, I think. I could see them working.
Neville and Luna.
Yeah, Neville and Luna. Although I do like that she married his commander too. So anyway, would you want to do another fan film? This one was wonderful. Thank you so much. We're gonna have a break.
It's gonna take a break for a minute.
But we already have ideas for other things, which is really cool. But we are gonna have a little bit of a break because this was.
Oh God.
It was such it was such hard work because especially because we were such a small team of people rather than usually on a film it's like a village, a whole town of people working on something like this, whereas everyone here had to basically play the role of like 15 different people.
Kelsey and I wore at least like 7 hats on this at any one time.
Yeah, so it's been very, very, very tiring, and
neither of us slept last night.
I'm looking forward to having a little bit of break, but I'm already inspired to do some stuff already. So yeah.
The best line, tastes blood. Pure.
That was actually, I think it was a thing that we came up with on set, right? Or was it like just the day before? When it was in the rehearsals when we were rehearsing for it. That actually wasn't written in the script, and then that came along when we were rehearsing it there.
And the funny thing is, when we were audio editing, it almost got accidentally cut out.
Yeah. The comments are jumping like crazy. Whoa. Okay, let's. What job do you see Andy having? Ted? I actually think she would be. Even though she lied about working at Gringotts, I think she'd actually be really cool at Gringotts. You know, the one that kind of like Bill Weasley does, where he's like super cool and he just goes traveling and he does all like these cool like adventures discovering things for Gringotts. I feel like that would be kind of an Andromeda kind of job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you speak French for your French fans, please?
Bonjour, je t'aime.
Bonjour.
L'estrange.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Petros. Je voudrais le Sisters de Black House.
Merci beaucoup. Bellatrix.
Or as I once said, merci Bacalcups.
What advice would you give to someone wanting to write a fan film of their own? I love this. Thank you so much, Cassandra.
Say goodbye to sleep.
Yes, say goodbye to sleep. Yes, I would say you're not going to sleep, so be prepared for that. I would also just say tell people if you well, obviously the first process is writing the thing. Make sure that you have a fully developed thing before you even start going ahead with it, because then it can get very messy if you don't do that. But make sure you have your script. A lot of suggestions I say for motivation for writing scripts is every day, even if it's just like a couple of lines, or if you're feeling uninspired, watch Harry Potter or whatever fan film you're going to be making. Watch something from that, or just listen to some music. That's what I did to keep inspired, to keep writing this thing. And then once you've done that, tell people, yell about it, tell them that you want to make a fan film. You'll be surprised how many people would be interested in helping you. Reddit is a good place to talk about it. Twitter and Instagram is also an awesome place.
YouTube is a great place for like resource in general, learning how to do something.
Learning how to do things. YouTube, I have never been to film school. I've never done anything like that. Petros has.
Yeah.
But I haven't. And I learned all of my things through making this film, but also through YouTube as well. I think the biggest advice would just be
if you want.
Yeah, my biggest advice would just be like keep talking about it. If you wanted it to happen, just like
and just don't stop. Let the stuff flow from your brain. Like never stop. Like even if you think it might be complete crap.
I changed the script quite a few times while we were developing this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the scripts, the things I've made that I regret are the things I didn't spend enough time rewriting.
Did you wear a wig, or was that your real hair? It was my real hair. I cut it.
Not so much anymore.
I'm no longer Bellatrix anymore. It was really, really long, and it was very like hard to live with in real life, in my Muggle life. So it's gone. It's finally gone, and now I feel like a different person. I'm no longer Bellatrix, except
you're still slightly there. She'll never quite leave your heart.
Bellatrix?
Yeah.
She I don't feel like we're very similar people, so I think she'll leave my heart pretty easily.
I think she's earned a special place after this film.
Is there a scene that didn't reach the final cut? Yes. There's a couple of scenes that didn't. The film was originally an hour long. We were given restrictions for it to be 40 minutes. After we started shooting and editing.
After we'd locked down the script and we decided,
so we actually had to, while editing, we had to make a big decision on what scenes to cut. There was a couple of other scenes that just added a little bit more detail that weren't really necessary, but would have been really nice to have in. so we had to cut those. There was a really cool one with Andromeda that was cut. What was the other one?
The other one was the one in Narcissus' bedroom.
Yes.
Which we took two of the best lines from that basically and put them into one of the montage sections.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to fit what we could into these.
We
the
are
film.
not an item.
No.
No, we are more like siblings.
Yeah.
That's really weird even thinking about it.
Yeah.
I am very gay. I'm like your gay best friend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like she's my gay best friend.
Yeah. What programs did you use to cut and edit the movie?
We used Adobe Premiere Pro to edit the movie, and visual effects are primarily done in After Effects, with some of it being done in Nuke for some of the tracking shots. This
is a good question. What was that scene when Bellatrix understood what love was? What did she think love was? Narcissa seemed terrified of it. So basically, Lucius gave Narcissa this music box that is charmed to play when it senses love. And this music box plays twice in the film. It plays when they're getting ready for the wedding, and it plays because Bellatrix realizes what she loves. Which, is it her sisters? Is it Voldemort? Who is it? That's up to you. And then it kind of also it starts playing originally when Narcissa and Andromeda are laughing at each other, and it senses their sisterly love, so it starts playing then too. So it gets very confused about all the love in the room. And then the second time it plays is at the end, at the very end, and again it goes off again because there's two kind of strong feelings of love in that room. There's the love for Narcissa's love for Andromeda and her loss about Andromeda and her sisterly love to everyone, and also if the music box had not gone off, Bellatrix may have not gone to Torture Frank and Alice Longbottom, because that music box going off confirmed to her that she loved Voldemort and that this is what she had to do. This is what she thought would bring Voldemort back. So that's what the music box was sensing from her as well. It was also confused about all the love in the room again. You can interpret it how you want, why the music box set off, but it is charmed to play when it senses love. And yeah, there's a lot of different instances of love and different opinions on what love is in this film as well. So, and the music box just gets very confused.
Are photo frames moving pictures? Are they real video photo frames, or was it special effects? It was all visual effects.
Yeah, all visual effects. We had a team of awesome people.
Yeah, helping out with
the photos.
Stephen Aguilera, Himanshu Rajput, and Jason Dewey, who did those, as well as James Pratt, who did one of the newspaper Daily Prophets.
Can you explain what happens to with the pensive at the end?
No,
that's up to you. What do you think? What do you think she
happened?
did? Did you think Narcissa destroyed the pensive? Do you think she left it? The music box started playing, so does that confirm that she loves Andromeda so much that she has to destroy it? Does it confirm that she loves Bellatrix a lot, so she'll destroy it for her? What does it confirm? Who knows? It's up to you.
In my opinion.
In your opinion.
In my opinion, I feel it's like she's lost in her memories from now until basically Deathly Hallows, when she finally decides to make a choice again.
Yeah.
That's been Narcissa's whole thing, and like throughout this movie, where she couldn't make a choice, and that split her sisters up. And in the end, she does make a choice.
She does.
Which
she finally makes a choice in Deathly Hallows. My Harry Potter house is Gryffindor, and so is Petros's.
Yes.
I'm a Gryffindor!
I'm a Gryffindor, meaning I run straight into things without thinking, and...
Do you have any bloopers? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We have plenty of bloopers, and they will be released as well. So, yeah.
James Pratt, I think, is in the chat. I think that may be the same James Pratt who did some of our VFX.
Okay. Oh, we've already answered that question. How long did we work on the film? So I've been working on this film for 3 years now. I wrote Diaries of the Quiet Heroes a couple of years ago, and then when I was writing Diaries of the Quiet Heroes, which is another fan series I did on here, it's a Harry Potter fan series, while I was writing that, I realized that I really wanted to see something about the Black Sisters and the Black family, because I had Bellatrix have a very mini cameo, very, very mini cameo in the series. And I got really intrigued in what their life would be like. So I started writing that on the side, and then forgot about it, and then came back to Diaries of the Quiet Heroes, and then realized I really wanted to do this Sisters of House Black film. And then it took me around another year to write it, and then I brought Petros on board, and then it took us another year to raise money on Indiegogo, and then film the thing, and then release it to you. So 3 years of my life.
A year and a half of mine.
Yes. Narcissa is influenced by the Malfoy family, but Bella is consumed by the power. Exactly. Yeah.
He says, I see. You see games in the background. Yeah, we're actually in at my place right now, and yes, that's all my old PlayStation and GameCube and Wii and everything games. Going back to the original PlayStation over
there. Say hi to my screen recording. Hi, Kachsa. Hi. When is the commentary version being done? Oh my gosh.
Oh, we should do that actually.
Yeah, maybe. Where did you get the other actors from? Did they have to audition, or were they all friends of yours? A couple were friends of mine, but most of them auditioned.
Yeah.
We put out auditions for them. The Hannah and Abby, I knew before. Abby is obviously my sister. It's actually funny because Abby wanted to audition for my other series, Diaries of the Quiet Heroes. She was like, "Oh, it sounds so much fun. You're doing a Harry Potter thing." And then I was like, "Actually, you would be really good as somebody else I'm writing for." And then she became Andromeda at the time, actually, which was really cool. I wasn't supposed to be playing Bellatrix. One of my friends were, who had to go on a cruise, so couldn't film. And then I was like, "I'm gonna do Bellatrix. Let's do it."
I didn't actually know that.
Let's have two sisters play the two sisters.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
I always thought you were always meant to play Bellatrix.
No.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. Initially, I casted this person. The very first person I casted was Bellatrix, and then she couldn't do it.
Wow, that's
yeah.
That's really surreal. That for me, that's gonna feel like.
And then Hannah, I met and saw her. Like I got to know her a lot, and I just knew she'd be the perfect Narcissa. We were friends, and I was like, yeah, I want you to be Narcissa. But the rest of everyone else pretty much had to audition.
Are you going to do any more film? Not anymore. Not anymore, probably not any more fan films immediately, but we will be making more films in the future. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, there's so many questions. I'm so sorry, guys. We are going to have 10 more minutes on here.
Yeah.
And then we are going to wrap it up because it's very late in the UK right now.
We haven't slept for about...
We haven't slept!
For like a month.
No. Can you make a Marauders fan? Okay.
Bloody Marauders.
There's quite a few Marauders fan films already out. And they're
take your pick.
They're really awesome. There's one called...
Snape and the Marauders.
Snape and the Marauders. There's one called The Gathering Storm, which is coming out soon, I think. And then there's also another one that was actually filmed at Oxford University, which is really cool. If you literally search Marauders fan film on YouTube, there's quite a few that are really good. Where my Hufflepuffs at? I'm a Gryffindor. The comments keep jumping really weirdly, so
How did you find Andromeda and Ted's wands?
Okay, so this is Ted's wand. I got this off of eBay. It's a person that hand makes their own wands. And this is really cool. This is Ted Tonks's wand. Andromeda's was actually a remote, you know those wands that you can use to remote control the TV? It's not an official Noble Collection one or anything. It's just this wand that you can remote control the TV and everything with. And I just thought it was a really cool design. It looked very regal and kind of, I don't know, it's a really cool design. So I used that for Andromeda's wand.
Petros, since Sisters of House Black has finished, what are you going to do with your weeks? I'm going to Disneyland. I'm not actually. I'm mostly going to just sleep for a few days and then get back to work on other things.
Why did I choose the Black Sisters? I chose the Black Sisters because I initially didn't realize why. I was just intrigued by them. But then I realized further on why was because Harry Potter has some amazing characters. There's so many different angles you could go into the Harry Potter world with. First of all, I really love the Black family. Sirius is one of my favorite characters. The second of all, there's so many amazing female characters in Harry Potter. So many female characters, but we've never had, even the fan films that have come out, we've never had a story from a female perspective in the world of Harry Potter.
Which is quite surprising.
Quite surprising because there's such good characters, and so I thought it'd be really cool to see it from a female perspective as well. And the Black Sisters have just always been intriguing. Like to imagine their relationship, and especially Andromeda growing up in that, and also Narcissa being sisters to Bellatrix, was always really intriguing to me. So yeah, it was just really fun to write.
Mackenzie, I'll be going to Disneyland on Friday. I'll think of you, Beatrix.
Yeah. What was the hardest scene to film emotionally? I actually think the emotionally hardest scene for me, the most difficult scene was probably when me and Andromeda were arguing in the confrontation scene. That was quite a hard scene to shoot.
Yeah, especially we were quite limited on time filming that one as well.
But me and my sister never usually use physical violence on each other.
We're just like, slap her.
Yeah, that actually a fun story. The shot in that film, most of them, we did a couple of shots of that, and most of them, she fake slapped me, and we were like, okay, let's just do one shot where you actually hit me, because I was like, consent, I give you consent to hit me properly. And so she went for it, but she hit me, and you can't see her face on the other side of the camera, but her face on the other side of the camera is full on like panic, shock. Oh my god, like this. And I'm trying my reaction to her face, trying so hard to keep a Bellatrix composure while seeing her face. But then we actually ended up using that shot, my reaction of that, in the film, because for some reason, like me laughing.
It just worked for Bellatrix.
I was laughing at Abby actually, her reaction, rather than Bellatrix laughing, but it actually really worked.
It works in Bellatrix,
but that was really hard to
insane
shoot.
Way.
That scene was really hard to shoot because it's like a confrontation scene, and we had to really get like be in that kind of like angry situation. For me, anyway, because I'm really bad at confrontation in real life. Really bad.
You're always under a lot of pressure on set to film these things, and that day specifically, we had that location for one day, so we had to film quite a lot on that day, and then along came that. Snog, Marry, Avoid, Bella, Andy, Sissy.
Abby!
Oh, that's actually Abby.
Abby is in the chat, who plays Andromeda. Okay. Has asked Snog, Marry, Avoid, Bella, Andy, Sissy. Okay, let's take out of context any of us that are playing these roles.
I'm going to
take the characters.
Take the actors out of context then. Marry Andromeda. Snog, Bellatrix. Avoid Narcissa.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I would snog Bellatrix. Marry Narcissa. Marry Andromeda. Avoid Narcissa. Yeah. I actually agree. I do agree.
The crazy ones are always sometimes the most fun. So I can imagine Bellatrix would be a very good kisser.
I think so. Can you give us pointers on how to do Bellatrix's laugh? Because you nailed it. I think I just have an annoying laugh in real life, to be honest.
Have a director off set going, laugh, laugh.
Yeah. I had Tom was really good at keeping me going with the laughing. He would just be like, cackle more, louder, more. So yeah, my Tom was really good at getting me to laugh very evilly. But I do have kind of like a loud, annoying laugh in real life anyway.
It's annoying.
I do though. The laugh in that is kind of scary because it's like my laugh in real life. So now every time I laugh, I'm like, oh my god, Bellatrix. But I guess use your diaphragm as well. The diaphragm is a good area to get the big, loud cackle out.
And we were shooting the legitimacy bit, and you can hear in the you can't hear it in the film, but like off camera, in the actual filming, there's me going, swing your head back,
swing your head back, laugh more,
laugh more.
Yeah, swing your head back. That was a good advice.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah.
It's all about. Sometimes acting is just all about the physical.
Hannah. Hi, Hannah.
Hey, Hannah.
So we have a couple of more minutes left. We are gonna answer, like, wrap this up now. We're gonna answer some questions and then go. But yeah, let's do this.
If they need someone to play young Helena Bonham Carter, they should call you. Agreed.
Beep, 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 beep. That would be so cool if I could play like a young character, like if we were in the same film and I was like playing younger character. That would be cool.
I only ever get to play young Mr. Bean.
Young Mr. Bean. You do look like Mr. Bean. What do you miss about being on set? I miss you, Jamie. I miss being in the costume. I miss being in the character, and I also miss just being with everyone. And even though it was quite stressful at times because we had like a low budget, so we had to really cramp timings in with filming stuff. It got stressful, but that was it was kind of the fun in itself. Like everyone was just so fun to work with, and everyone was just so nice. And there's people who are now friends in real life and hang out and stuff, and it's just so nice. I do miss. I think my favorite process of the whole thing was the filming. Yeah, definitely for me. Post production can be very exhausting and quite isolating. So I think filming was very fun for me because there's always the preparing of it, and then you're kind of bringing it to life when you're filming it, when you're shooting it, and you're deciding exactly how you're going to make things look. This is a good question. If you could add an extra 10 minutes to the film, what scene would you add? I would add, okay, so I don't know if it's very clear in this film because I had a few questions about it. When Andromeda gets arrested by that aura in the wedding scene, I would add in the scene where Bellatrix and Adolphus go to the ministry and basically use memory charms on the auras to make them forget, because it was Bellatrix's fault in the first place, so she's cleaning up her mess. They mistook Andromeda for Bellatrix and arrested her. So I would have liked to have developed that more and have that in the film. But also, the budget would just not allow for that scene to happen. So if someone gave me more budget and there was add 10 minutes into the film, I would have added that into the film, definitely, because that would have been a fun adventure, going to the ministry. And memory charming auras. Why the movie have to come back to 40 minutes instead of an hour? We can't say, but I guess you can guess. Yeah. It wasn't our decision. Just gonna put that out there. That it was not our decision to make the movie. We'll say. I'll say it without saying it, basically, which is 40 minutes and above is considered a feature film. 40 minutes and below is considered a short film. Yeah. It wasn't our decision to make it a short film. Yeah. But we had to keep it as one. Yeah. Do you think any of the characters are LGBTQ+? I like to keep that open to imagination. If you feel like they are, then yeah. But I wrote it canonically to what was in the Harry Potter universe. But what's really cool is pretty much all of the actors were queer. All the actors, all the producers, except me. Yeah. My tattoo is still here. Okay, let me just explain. This has not been here for months. This is not a real tattoo. I wore this at Comic-Con and it's just... I keep doodling on her. At the weekend and it's just not coming off. It does not come off. So, whoops. I'm now a Death Eater in real life. Well, I like that question. Yeah? What do you think happened to Druella and Cygnus? Druella and Cygnus. So Cygnus died in 1992. I guess he just died. He doesn't really say. Did he die? Did he get arrested and die in Azkaban? Did he just? In my opinion, get in a fight with someone. In my opinion, is that he's not that old, really. No, in my opinion, that he got basically. So. We did sort of at one point write a scene that was potentially going to go into the movie, and then we decided to just add it into the montage with Andromeda and Narcissa, Andromeda and Cygnus. Yeah. And the idea was to bring Cygnus back into the story a little bit and show him after he'd realized kind of what he turned Bellatrix into.
And my idea is, I always imagine like that Dorella was always still very loving of her family, like in trying to be the loving mother for Narcissa and even Bellatrix, but obviously couldn't go and see Andromeda. But then there's Cygnus, who would be sort of like consumed by his own hatred in my imagination. Sort of this dire, lonely man. Just I imagine sort of drinking. I imagine drinking himself to death.
Really, that's really dark.
Yeah,
that's really dark. I think it's open to the imagination, though. You can. It's not written down yet. That's the beauty of fan films, right? Fan films about
you guys should write a fan film about a fan film.
Yeah, fan film of a fan film. But yeah, we are gonna head off now because it is very late where we are, and we wanted to do a Q&A so you guys could talk about it after we've seen it and stuff and understand the film more. We are going to be doing more stuff like this. This is not going to be the last one that we're going to do.
It's not abandon the ship straight after.
Yeah, we are going to be releasing some behind the scenes videos as well, some blooper reels, and the film is now out to watch. I would suggest doing a repeat watching because
you'll pick up things.
I wrote the film to kind of be a little bit confusing because you're watching someone's memories and and it's basically Narcissa trying to figure out what she could have done different, what happened. So it is somebody kind of sifting through memories and being confused and trying to figure it out. So it is I wanted that for the audience to feel that too, and then it to kind of all tie in at the end. So I would suggest doing a repeat watch now you know how the film ends, because you go back and you notice things that you wouldn't have seen in the first watch. So yeah, but thank you so much, guys. I can't stop saying thank you. I am feeling very strange right now that the video is now up. But yeah, it's exciting, and just like a huge thank you, and I hope you all have a very happy Halloween and look forward to the more Sister House Black content that we're going to put out as well.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys. Bye. And also, I put a link in the description in the film, I should say before I leave, to Petrus's channel, because Petrus does a lot of awesome stuff, and it's going to be doing a lot of awesome stuff as well.
In addition to some filmmaking tutorials, I'll be doing some of my own short films and like series as well. Hopefully bringing back an old series I used to do a few years ago.
Yes.
Which I will be casting Kelsey in.
Really?
Yeah. No idea what role yet, but I'll definitely be casting you.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much, and good night. Hope you all have a great Halloween. Bye. Bye.